This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for February 6, 2023. And in the news tonight, administrative workers at UTECH stage a sick-out. More than 200 administrative workers at the University of Technology, Jamaica have staged a sick-out protesting the lack of progress in the ongoing compensation review with the institution. This is the second protest action by workers in 2 months. President of the University of Technology Administrative Staff Association, Jeanette Grayson, told the news that despite numerous meetings, her association has been unable to get a definitive position from UTECH's management as to where members of the administrative staff would fall within the new compensation structure. We have been operating on the past establishment, which was from 1995, and it only recognizes 603 staff. Currently, the university has a complement of more than 1,300 staff. So if the government does not recognize this current establishment that we are using, which we have not signed off on, then the staff do not have poster numbers. They will not be able to benefit from the public sector reform, she said. She said the latest meeting held with university management in January did not give members any optimism that the institution is advocating for them, only to realize that we were in a worse position than when we started because we have been asking them to get our establishment to be signed off by the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance for the staff to be able to benefit from the administrative and the public sector review with a correct establishment. We are not going to have this done anytime soon, she said. Grayson said the sick-out is expected to last for 2 days. On Thursday, UTASA will have a meeting with representatives from the Ministry of Labor before deciding its next steps. We're only asking the university's management to do what they need to do to ensure that the staff are able to do their work. They are being paid to manage the university, and we're asking them to reach out, take a stand where our parent ministries are concerned to ensure that the staff are satisfied, she said. Resigned FSC head to be paid 3 months' salary. Resigned Executive Director of the Financial Services Commission, Everton McFarlane, is to receive 3 months' salary as part of his compensation package. Minister of Finance Dr. Nigel Clark made the disclosure in a statement this afternoon that was posted on his Twitter page. Clark said McFarlane was employed to the regulatory body on a 36-month fixed-term contract, which included negotiated increases. He was earning a salary of approximately $16 million per annum, among other benefits, inclusive of a 25% taxable gratuity instead of pension and housing allowance of approximately $1.3 million per annum. Clark said McFarlane is to receive 3 months' pay basic salary, housing allowance and outstanding gratuity in lieu of notice as set out in the termination provisions of his employment contract. He will also be allowed to purchase his assigned motor vehicle under the terms of the government's revised comprehensive motor vehicle policy for the public sector. It should be noted that the above represents Mr. McFarlane's contractual entitlements. Furthermore, Mr. McFarlane waived his right to repayment for accrued vacation leave, said Clark. McFarlane resigned from the FSC on January 19 amid an unfolding billion-dollar fraud scandal at investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited. His resignation took effect on January 31. The accounts of at least 40 people, including 8-time Olympic and world champion Usain Bolt, were defrauded of approximately $3 billion. Bolt's account is said to have been defrauded of US $12.7 million between 2012 and 2017. The FSC has since come under public pressure as the state entity that regulates non-deposit taking institutions. From as far back as 2009, it raised many issues with SSL, which was branded as a problem institution. Kingston Western Police lists 3 wanted men and 14 persons of interest. The Kingston Western Police have listed 3 wanted men and 14 persons of interest who they believe may be able to assist them with ongoing investigations in the division. The police said several attempts have been made to contact them at their known addresses and phone numbers. However, these efforts have failed. The following individuals are to report to the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch by 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February 7. Kareem Martin, otherwise called the Troubles. Nakia Campbell, otherwise the Bolo. Stuart Burton, otherwise called Bing. Andre Barracks, otherwise called Bumps and Rasta. Nicoy Waldron, otherwise called Bonup and Bundog. Kamar Jones, otherwise called Kisses. Tory Baugh. Damian Walker, otherwise known as Shines. Debeen Bryce, otherwise called Dollar Boss. Raheen Baugh. Corey Cleary. Kevin Smith, otherwise called Kev. A man known only as Pepperboy, and a man known only as AA. Additionally, the following individuals, who are all of Arnett Gardens' Kingston addresses, have been listed as wanted and are asked to report to the police immediately. Antonique Ellis, otherwise called Nucky. Shadane McKenzie, otherwise called Murphy and the Philippines. Charles Lundgren, otherwise called Charlie. The Kingston Western Police say all three men are wanted for murder. The police are urging anyone with information that can assist in locating these persons to contact the Denham Town CIB at 876-948-6443, Crime Stop at 311, the JCF tip line at 811, or the nearest police station. I am no PNP operative, says a taxi boss. The spokesman of the One Voice Taxi Association, the organizers of a planned 3-day protest by cabbies against alleged unfair treatment by the government, says he is being stigmatized for speaking out against the authorities. Lorraine Asker-Finnegan said he has been accused of being an operative for the opposition People's National Party. I have never in my life, and I repeat, I have never in my life met with any member of the People's National Party, any minister of the People's National Party, any member of Parliament of the People's National Party. We have never sat in a meeting. The closest I've come to any of them is when I went to Parliament 2 weeks ago. I was privileged to shake the hand of Michael Phillips, he told journalists at a media briefing on Monday. Finnegan had said that taxi operators from the One Voice Taxi Association will withdraw their services on Monday as they believe that the system has been treating them unfairly. However, the strike was not supported by some other taxi associations, including the Major Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services. And for this very reason, he said, a voice note was sent to the Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck alleging that he is working with the PNP. I have been stigmatized. I'm an operative, but I'm an operative of the public transportation sector, which I decided to represent because they have been lacking in leadership, lacking transparency, lacking accountability. And I stand in that gap on their behalf, and because of that, I have been set up as one of the worst persons in this country, and it is that voice note why this room is not being filled today, he added. Norman Manley High teachers restive following altercation between Dean of Discipline and the students. Teachers at Norman Manley High School are said to be restive following an incident that saw the Dean of Discipline being attacked by students. A video of the incident has been doing the rounds on social media. It's understood that a male teacher attempted to address a breach of the school's dress policy by a female student. The student reportedly became boisterous and assaulted the teacher. The teacher then retaliated and a physical altercation ensued between the two. Several students then began assaulting the teacher. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.